What's up? So yeah, I just decided to come on live and just have a chit chat. Okay, so y'all know I'm in, developing, teammates and kind of helping people get where they want to be in business. A business called Pharmacy. Now, Pharmacy basically is a self-care product-based business where you can use the products to elevate yourself with affordable luxury products, right? And then not only that, there's also an opportunity to become a beauty influencer and use the products in a way to influence others so that you can move more products with. With that being said, I did put the link, which is going to link you to my customer website where you can shop till you drop. Not only that, at the end of the page, what I mean is when there's opportunity, right? Some people are constantly passing over opportunity, right? Because not because they don't want to get better, not because they don't want to elevate. They just don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the mental capacity in order to challenge themselves, right? So they stay in these low positions. And what I noticed, even outside of business, some people will stay in like my mom used to call it Lola Bar. Lola Bar is like the low life society, right? People will work very, very hard to stay in the low life society, right? And they will make it work for them, right? So basically, some people will get comfortable in poverty and substandard conditions, and they will have their ways of making it comfortable and functional, right? For instance, instead of taking advantage of a great business opportunity or a great business deal, they will do things to maintain their level of comfort while they are in poverty. And you would think that poverty or low living is uncomfortable for some people, but the truth is they are very, very, very comfortable in substandard positions. Hi there, Ben. And no matter what you do or what you say, hi there, Purple. Some people are, no matter what you do or what you say, some people will constantly uh, create comfort in a position to you where it looks uncomfortable. And you would think that they want to get out of that loader bar, right? But they don't, right? So they'll continue to borrow money. They'll continue to seek loans. They'll continue to do all these things that are pacifying their situation instead of making it better. So with that being said, y'all, as a leader, you have to identify those who are hungry versus those who are comfortable in low positions. Yes, that's what I mean. Misery loves company. But not only misery loves company, misery loves the company of misery. What do I mean by that? People that are miserable, or you would think they're miserable because they don't have like money to pay their bills. They don't have, cars that they can drive, right? They don't have um, things like life insurance, or they don't have, they're not able to buy a home. They're not able to even probably go out to eat, right? So they sit over here and they say, I'll just eat noodles, right? And they'll say, no, you know what, it's okay. I'll just ride the bus, right? And then so you'll think that you'll give these people an opportunity, right? And you'll say, you know what, I see that you're in Lola Bar. Here, let me put my hand out to help you come up. But the truth is, they don't want to come up. Now, they'll take your hand because they feel like you got a hand out for them. So they'll say, okay, what can you give me? What can you give me? Give me, give me, give me, give me, right? But they don't have the intention of taking even what you give them, or the opportunity that you provide, and putting their mind and their work ethic towards it. You may even say, I'm just gonna tell you exactly how to get out of Loader Bar. And all you gotta do is do these actions and you will elevate, right? I've been so mind boggled when people are in front of like $1 million coaches. They get $1 million opportunities and yet they still don't elevate. And I'm always like, oh my God, what is wrong, right? Because I'm a team builder. So at the end of the day, I put people on the team for the idea that we are no longer wanting to be in Lola Bar and that as a team we're going to get out of Lola Bar. And you would think that it will be easier, or you would think that they would be more motivated because they have a team and they have someone with them saying we're gonna get out of the struggle together. But truly, y'all, these teammates will sit on the team. They will do enough just to satisfy you, right? They'll do a little bit and say, you know what? Hi, 4C. Okay, yeah, yeah, Trump. Yeah, Trump is great. And then yeah, hi y'all. So they'll do just enough to maybe satisfy you, but they won't do enough that's gonna be significant. And when you're working as a team, it is so important to carry your weight. Somebody put carry your weight in the comments. It is so important to carry your weights. Okay. So right now, I have a pretty good pharmacy team that I'm building, and I have 8 active teammates. Now I had to identify some a teammate or two or three. Well, no, at least one that will help me get our inactive teammates active, right? So I have identified a young woman who is very easy to work with. Matter of fact, I worked with her in a previous opportunity. She's very easy to work with. She's coachable. She's showing up. I can tell even her promotions are getting better. Like she's doing the thing, right? Compared to other people on the team who won't carry their weight. There's other people on the team, if I even tried to ask them to, hey, help me with these inactive players, right? The first thing that they're gonna think of is what can I get out of it? What can I get right now? What you gonna do for me? Right? The thing is, I connected you to the source. I connected you to the opportunity that's gonna help you get out of Lola Bar. That's what I've done for you. Not only that, I am here to continue to help you, to guide you, to help you understand the compensation plan. If you need a lifeline, you need me to come in and talk to somebody so I can help them see the value in your products or see the value in the business opportunity and join your team. I am here for you forever, right? But as we build this organization, it's going to be very important for me to look within my team for my leaders that will carry their weights. Because it's one thing for coach to show up for everybody else, but when the thing is, when I need players to show up for the team, if we're having an event, right? Do you really want me to put on the event, to market the event, to rally the team for the event, to get all the uh, customers and viewers to attend the event, to when the event start, to coordinate the event, to get everybody seated? No, that's not how it's supposed to be. So it's like you have to be in a position, especially when you're working with a team, you have to understand that even though you are getting benefit from this partnership, that is so very important that you carry your weight, y'all. It's so very important that you want not only want to get out of Lola Bar, but you are going to do the activities necessary to get out of Lola Bar, right? Because one thing a team leader don't want to do is zoom off on their team. Where as a team leader, right, we're making the big bucks. We over here because everything flows up. So if you work on the team and you make money, I make money. But my thing is, I want you to make a lot of money, right? Because I care about you. But not only that, so I can make a lot more money. You know what? And I tell my team all the time. Thank you, thank you. I tell my team all the time, y'all. And if y'all want to be a part of the team, the link is in the description. But I tell my team because I got the energy, and I'm looking for the leaders. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for leaders that we can take each other to the moon. You know what I'm saying? We can take this opportunity and ride it to the moon. But I need those that's going to carry their weight. I need those that really want to make a change in their life, but not just want it, that are willing to put in the work. Somebody put in the work. Because at the end of the day, it's going to take work. Because as a leader, I don't want to go by myself. But sometimes I have to definitely lead from the front. So even when the team's sitting back not making money, guess who need to get out here and make some money? I do, right? When the team is sitting here contemplating their life and all confused and they sitting over here, life is hard and oh my God, I can't focus on the business because rent is due. That's the reason why you need to focus on the business in the first place, right? You might be doing some other things right now until your business is able to take care of your rent, but definitely that you want to focus on your business. At least put like prioritize. Somebody put prioritize. The thing is, a lot of people don't know how to prioritize. They have no idea how to operate in the life that they had before business and include the business in that life so that the business is growing alongside their life, because the idea is that one day whatever you're doing that you don't want to do, you don't have to do it anymore, because your business is bringing you the passive, the active, and the residual income so that you now have more time freedom. But you can't expect the business to pay you like a business when you treat it like a hobby. You can't expect the business to grow itself. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, a lot of partners, they burn themselves out because they don't put the necessary work in to grow. They don't want to listen to coach when coach says, post every day. When coach says, make a list or reach out, or or however you're gonna get leads. You have to get leads in your business. I don't care if you are a contractor. I don't care if you are cutting grass. If you don't get leads of people who knows that you're cutting grass, you're not going to be cutting nobody's grass. So whether you're doing this as an influencer, whether you're like showing up with the products, you're doing your lipstick, you're taking your nutrition, and then people are becoming naturally curious. Content is a way to get leads. Content is a way to spark curiosity. But you're gonna have to put in some type of work. So let me digress and say I am thankful for the opportunity to work with leaders who want to lead. I am thankful for the opportunity to work with leaders who want to carry their weight. I am thankful for the opportunity to work with leaders who are productive and coachable. I'm thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for the ability to identify leaders who won't carry their weight. I'm very thankful for the ability to identify leaders who don't want to get out of Lollabar, right? Because at the end of the day, those are the people that I can't spend a lot of time with. I just can't do it. First of all, it'll be disrespectful to my time. It'll also be disrespectful to them because they're not really trying to move, right? And it'll also be disrespectful to the ones that really want to work with me. Okay? Not just work with me, they really want to get out of the bar. They really want to get ahead. They really want to put the work in and achieve their next goal. So with that being said, y'all, leadership is not easy. I have to tell some of my teammates, I am not perfect. I'm not perfect and I'm not a robot. And I'm not always going to say the things that you want me to say. I'm not always going to do the things that you want me to do. But I will be here for you. So if that means letting you go and letting you, do everything the wrong way because you're hard to coach and you're hard to work with, fine. But when you come back, I am still here. And that's the energy that I want through my team. Like, I have an open door policy, and I can only work with the willing. I can only work with those that are willing to do the work. I can only coach you to the best of my ability. That is why I have other leaders and other lines of leadership, uh, even above me, that if you can't hear the message from me, then I am happy to connect you with someone that you can hear the message from that speaks your language. Because maybe I don't speak your language, right? So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to go. I just wanted to sit over here and dump on y'all what was going on in my mind about, just being able to identify leaders who will do the work versus those who won't. And those who won't, they just won't. They won't get the benefits. They won't get the growth. They won't get the income. They won't get the lifestyle. They just won't. And we can't feel sad for them, especially when we have the opportunity. We got the goods. And we are opening our hand and saying, saying, here are the goods. And if you want the goods, come get them. And if they won't come get them, y'all, it ain't about being, you can't be sorry for these people. I ain't finna feel sorry for nobody. They got the same opportunity that I have. And then I'm telling you, I'm gonna help you, and you still won't, then I'm accepting your answer for what it is. I'm moving on. And when you're ready, you let me know. I put the link in the bio if y'all want to see this great opportunity that I'm a part of called pharmacy. It's really dear to my heart. The products are amazing. So even if you want to be a customer, y'all, shop. We are always working on a big goal. So you can shop till you drop. But if you want to join the team, go to the end of the page where it says become a beauty influencer, y'all. And I would love to have you guys on the team. With that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video.